Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online at the Hollow City, everyone. Today we're going to be continuing on with the quest line and trying to find and rescue the king first, I suppose. And I guess that way is the way we want to go, I assume. Quite a few guild traders around, but besides that, there's not too many about. And we'll go ahead and leave this lovely city and head back out here into Cold Harbor proper. Now, they are very ensured that I should go after the king first, so I suppose we'll find out what's going to happen here. Library of Dusk. Okay.
You're alive. That's wonderful. Can we talk? You're a real live person, aren't you? I thought I was all alone out here. I bet you came from that city over there. Could you help me, please? I'm a projection, silly. My brother and I are part of the Mages Guild expedition. Well, freelancers, really. We got separated from the others as soon as we arrived in Cold Harbor. But we're not slacking off. We're investigating this old library. We drew straws and I wound up on watch duty. But when I saw Daedra seal the entrance, I found another way inside. To rescue my brother, you know. But now I'm trapped too. There's a lot of magical projection stuff in here. That's how I'm talking to you. The Mages Guild gathered a team of the best dungeon delvers from across the 3 alliances. Members of the Undaunted, just in case they ran into any ruins or relics. My brother went into the old library with a couple of other treasure hunters. You got it. Look, my brother's the expert, but I think the Daedra are using the projection lenses to spy on the people trapped in the library. As long as the lenses are active, the doors won't open. I'm thinking sabotage is in order. That's my thought. I'll provide whatever help I can from in here. I can tell you this. One of the other scholars, she called this place the Library of Dusk. Couldn't wait to start exploring. Please hurry. Whatever the Daedra want, it can't be good.
No, usually it's not. Alright, let's destroy these Daedric lenses then. Come here. Yeah, you're not very strong at all, are you? I guess this must be the entrance to the library, I assume. I guess I better jump up here. I have to go around. If I must.
I want that one over there. That one belongs to me.
Ouchie. Oh, seducer. Been wanting to see one of those. Yeah, they're pretty spread out, I have to say.
Is this working? Can you see me? I'll try to show you what's going on inside the library while you smash those lenses. Here goes. Did you see that? I'll make some adjustments while you search for the next lens.
Alright. Next one's probably just about on the opposite end, I assume. Or kind of over there, maybe. I'm not sure if I can actually get over there from here, though. Guess I'll have to check. Actually, I could.
It's working. I switched the widgets with the gadgets, and that seemed to do the trick. Now let's see if I can get a view into the other part of the library. That was unexpected. I must be doing something wrong. I'll give it one more try while you hunt down the last lens.
This one seems to be pretty close by, actually. Oh, there's a 12 nearby. I want that. Well, I should probably actually... Probably should grab the lens first, honestly. Why are you just standing there?
I'd much rather speak to you in person. I just don't trust these magical projections.
Okay.
All right, I think I made the proper adjustments. Now, let's see if I can spot my brother.
Lady Laurent, we need to get out of here. This place is a trap. Young Raynor has already been caught in its spell.
Oh, Tallinger, let's just stay here, you and I, forever.
No, the glamour has taken you as well.
Come, my dear. Let us find a quiet corner among all these beautiful books.
She's lost. Damn! I need to escape before I also succumb to the spell. I'll leave them a note in case the effects wear off.
Spell? Why haven't I been affected? Wait, I just heard the door unlock. It should be safe now. Come meet me in the gallery at the top of the ruins.
Okay. But first I want to go find this 12 over here. Get that marked off. I just saw a symbol that I wasn't aware of. Ooh. My helmet is messed up. Okay. Well, that's no good. That's no good at all. Ah, we found the entrance there at least. Ooh. There's also a crafting spot over there. Why are the bugs wanting to attack me too? Come on now. Just chilling out and watching this fight here. It'd be a little bit helpful if you would help out.
You have come to Haj Uzith in its most desperate hour. Haj Uzith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Marsh and deposited into this dread realm. We know of your mission to Cold Harbor, and we would like to help. But unfortunately, my people are divided. Divided over the fate of our history. The tradition demands that you pass our trials and prove your worth before I reveal all of our secrets to you, outsider. Please, head down this path to the city. I will follow you.
I was actually expecting to go out this way, but alrighty, I guess we can take a pit stop here and see what's going on. Oh, there's a way shrine here actually that could lead us back to the city at least. I need to do something about my broken helmet. Hang on a second. I need to do something here. Actually, don't I have items that could prepare this? I want to say I do. Yeah, I do actually. Okay, that fixed it up then. We can just head back then.
I told you, Zohanil, we will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Alright.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? Will you undertake the trials? There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Haj Uzith. The trial of spirit and the trial of body. One shall test your intangible qualities, the other your physical virtues. The trial of spirit is a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Haj Uzith. It shall challenge your mind and determine your strength of spirit. The trial of body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. I'm sure it involves some kind of contest of strength and physical prowess. By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our factions. Then you may participate in the great debate that has fractured our community for so long. Are you ready to undertake these trials? Do you wish to start the trial of spirit? This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Endurance, which allows us to bear its hardships. And preservation, which keeps our traditions alive. Take these amulets and speak to the people on the South Pyramid. Give each amulet to the person that best represents its spiritual quality. For each correct match, you will receive a gem. 3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values must contend with. Place the gems in the correct statues to symbolize overcoming these challenges. Then meet me at the base of the pyramid when you have finished the trial.
Alright. We can do that.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's two factions, as well as with the other inhabitants of Cold Harbor. And which of Zohan'il's baubles do you think matches my daring nature?
Okay, we need more books around the people before we start giving them out.
You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Haj Uzith. I maintain the traditions and customs of my people. Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable nature?
I think it's safe to say this one would be preservation.
Thank you. My role here is to preserve and pass on the traditions of my people so that each generation never forgets where we came from. Take this gem of preservation. You will need it when you go to the pyramid's upper level.
Okay. In the ancient past, my people lived in Nirn. Our great civilization rose from the warm swamps of Blackmarsh, and our beloved history was connected to the other histories of the world. But a time of change was coming. The Argonian civilization, as we knew it, was coming to an end. Our history told us so. And our history despaired. It did not want to see the great civilization fall. It did not want to see its children reduced to a more primitive, primeval state. Our history sought a solution that would keep our civilization intact. That our legends tell us is when a Malik Ball appeared, with an offer we couldn't refuse. Lord of Brutality's offer was simple. He would create a place in the realm of Cold Harbor for our history and its children. A place where we could continue our values and traditions just as we always done. We would not have to fear the coming changes that would sweep through the rest of the Argonian settlements. And all the Daedric Prince asked for in return was a little of our history's sap. Our beloved history decided that it could swear a bit of sap in exchange for the continued health and happiness of its children. It accepted Malabal's offer, and the city of Hua Zigzu, along with its people and its his, slid into oblivion and came to rest upon Cold Harbor's dark and dismal shores. Did our his make the right decision? That's for the leaders of the scholars and the warriors to decide. For me, the most of the common citizens of Hal Yisuo would rather have had the civilization we know than the unknown fate we were destined to. We would rather have the civilization we know than the unknown fate we were destined to endure before we departed for the isolated islands of Cold Harbor. Okay, that's a little bit of background for this little village here. Okay, go through that way. Okay. It sounds almost like they were more comfortable being here at Cold Harbor than facing the unknown.
Hail, strong.
Are you here for the trial of spirit? Then know that I am but a humble farmer dealing with whatever this strange land throws at me so that I can provide food for my people. One of Zohan'il's necklaces, I assume. And which one do you think matches my pragmatic outlook on life?
I think endurance.
Thank you. I deal with the hardships of coaxing food from this foul land. Without my dedication, who knows what my people would be eating? Please, take this gem of endurance. You'll need it when you go to the top of the pyramid.
Which leaves the last person, which I wasn't sure on the first time around. I don't see any more books of lore up here, so I guess there's none more. Oh wait, here's something. We, the scholars of Yal-Siyok, value these spiritual apertures above all others: courage, endurance, preservation. While these values hold a special place in the hearts of all our people, it is the scholars who truly understand how these attributes help our society not only to survive, but to thrive in these strange lands. Courage allows us to deal with those who may not always agree with our point of view and to face the unknown. This dark land constantly presents strange challenges and new obstacles, but we must not cower before these. We must meet them hand and deal with them as bravely as well as we can. Endurance allows us to withstand the hardships and difficulties of this harsh, barren land. It takes patience and skill and natural hardiness to overcome the constant challenges of this punishing realm. We must bear the brunt of these difficulties and withstand every unexpected storm. If we hope to survive, preservation allows us to remember our past and maintain the civilization that the history has sacrificed so much to safeguard. We look to the words and deeds of our ancestors to be our guides. We protect the stories and lessons of the past so that they continue to teach us and remind us of who and what we are. Okay.
Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute to negotiate not only with my own people, but with the sad and dangerous creatures that roam this twisted plane. Here, take this gem of courage. You will need it when you reach the top of the pyramid.
We got all 3 gems now, so... Endurance, maybe? Preservation. And courage. Alright.
The outsider returns. And was your trial of spirit successful? Good. That means you understand the spirit of my people. You must still complete the trial of body. Speak to Anjin Saka when you are ready to begin. You have proven yourself, as I knew you would. I shall answer what I can. The time of the great Argonian civilization was coming to an end, and our history feared what that would mean for its children. When Molag Bal offered a different solution, the history gladly accepted. We allow Molag Bal's minions to draw sap from the history. The only thing sustaining the Hist in this foul land is the crystal that Molag Bal gave us. But over time, the crystal has poisoned the Hist. It is dying. Our Hist cares for us, protects us. To preserve our culture, our history struck a bargain with Molag Bal. Now the crystal provided by the Lord of Brutality somehow keeps the Hist alive. But it cannot fully heal the poison in this soil. We believe that the crystal is one of Molag Bal's vampiric shards. Foul relics that corrupt whatever they come in contact with. The crystal only prolongs the suffering of the Hist. No matter the cost, that suffering needs to end. Yes, provided you prove yourself worthy to both sides. Our 2 factions argue over the ultimate fate of the Hist tree. Which is the better outcome? Eternal death or eternal suffering? And then, of course, there is your mission to this dread realm. We know that you have come to this realm with the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. We know that you seek to stop the plane meld that Molag Bal has orchestrated. We want to help you, but we can't while our people disagree. The scholars, of which I am a part, believe that eternal death is better than the eternal suffering our Hist now endures. The warriors, led by Anjin Saka, feel quite the opposite. Existence, they feel, any existence, is better than oblivion. If only it were that simple. Our Hist is weak, barely sustained by the crystal that feeds it. It hasn't spoken to us in a long, long time. But I have had dreams. They revealed your imminent arrival and hinted at your involvement in our debate.
Okay, well there's one side that's good for us so far.
You have completed the trial of spirit. Are you ready to undertake the trial of body now? Know that our arrangement with Molag Bal prohibits us from interfering with the Dremora who collect sap from the Hist. You, however, are under no such obligation. It has everything to do with the trial. It is the trial. Beneath the North Pyramid, Dremora gathers sap from the Hist into great vats. They use treated wood to heat the sap and refine it, drawing forth its magical essence. Demonstrate your strength and physical prowess. Destroy the vats and disrupt their operations. If you add more treated wood to the fires, the sap will burn, and the vats will melt in the intense heat. Complete this task, and then return to me.
Yeah, trying to find a loophole in that little agreement there, I see. All right. Guess it's this way? Pretty quiet in here so far. I think somebody's been in here recently. Oh, yep. Take the wood. There's a lot of these guys in here. Down. There's only one more. This one right here, I think. For now. Go ahead and try and get out of here while we can. Okay, apparently not. Oh, they're leaving. Okay, never mind. We can go.
The outsider has returned. Well done, outsider. That should give the Hist time to heal while the Dremora rebuild the refining vats. Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence of the Hist sap and refines it into potions and elixirs, whose purpose we can only guess at. It's a perversion, but it is one we must endure. Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that life, no matter the hardships, is sacred? Or do you side with the scholars, who would rather end the suffering and let our history die? If you settle the debate in the warrior's favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure, just as it always has in this harsh land. Plus, my warriors shall stand at your side in your final battle against Molag Bal. The warriors believe that the history must survive, no matter the torments it is forced to suffer. The crystal must continue to sustain it, to keep the spark of life flickering despite the endless pain. Life is precious. The Hist must endure. If you must, I shall wait here for your return.
Alright.
You have completed our trials, outsider. Now we ask you to settle our long debate. Will you side with the scholars or with the warriors? The scholars believe that the history cannot continue as Molag Bal's slave. It withers away, but the crystal will not let it die. This cruel existence, this terrible suffering, it must come to an end. Oblivion is preferable to eternal torment.
Yeah, let's go with it.
This outcome, while sad, is for the best. We shall give you a boon to help you in your struggle. Without the vampiric shard, the Hist will pass on naturally. But first, you need to convince Anjin Saka to accept your decision.
Have you made a decision, outsider? I see, but our traditions allow a choice, any choice, to be challenged. You must defend your decision by defeating our champion in combat. If you cannot uphold your conviction through battle, then how can you expect us to honor your decision?
Alright, I won't even intimidate you. I'll go with it. I'll accept this challenge.
Go to the challenge grounds and face our champion. But know this, our champion fights to preserve a sacred life. You cannot hope to overcome the strength of his conviction.
Okay, apparently that's quite a bit far away. Actually a nice looking area though. It's like a weird mix of hellish swamp, I guess. Hello there, friend. Let's go ahead and do this honorably.
For the warriors, the history must endure.
Seems that's the end for you. Oops, sorry about that. I killed you with the poison. Flame Staff deals 2k frost damage. Okay.
The cursed shard has been destroyed. currents of happiness and grief flow through the river this day. Thank you, outsider. Because of you, the history's eternal suffering and enslavement shall finally come to an end. We shall mourn the Hist, but we shall also find solace now that its pain and torment is over. When you need us, we shall be there.
All right. And we've dealt with the Argonians here in Cold Harbor, which was kind of a sidetrack, I guess. So now we have to get back over here. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get on our Death Hound. Okay, it should be right around here, I think. Ah, can't get off that way, I guess. Somebody else there. Okay. I knew it was going to be down here.
Raynor! Raynor! He can't hear me. Why can't he hear me? Raynor! I can see Raynor through this observation window, but he can't hear me. It must be the spell. And I bet the spell didn't affect me because I'm not attuned to whatever catalyst controls the Magicka Matrix. You know, the spell web. A pretty elegant trap, really. I think the spell's catalyst has something to do with an interest in knowledge. I'd be insulted, but what can I say? I'm in this for adventure, not scholarly pursuits. And the spell seems to be a combination of glamours and illusions. It snared my brother and the other scholarly types. Anyway, we can't leave them like that. We have to snap them out of it. I always have a plan. It requires you to get down there and talk some sense into them. I'll make sure the Daedra don't lock us in here again. Just find me if Raynor gives you any trouble. And be careful. Illusion magic can be tricky. Sure, there may be other spells active down there. Take a look at the observation windows and remember the details of each holding cell. The Daedra must be keeping those notes for some reason, and I believe in always being prepared.
Okay. Smaller chamber. I see some sort of symbol down there. See two people, looks like. Gemmer Artifice Expert, held in room with yellow crystals and Eye of Hermer's Moor banner. Appears heavily successful illusions, but may possess Tremor-inspired devices. Search carefully. Yellow crystals and Eye of Hermer's Moor banner. Okay. Noble Explorer, held in room of Cross and Madeira Manor and blue crystals. Maybe resistant to illusionary spells. Observe closely. Okay. Capable Mage held cell with Star of Azor Banner and blue crystals. So it was blue crystals 2 out of 3 times, and the other only time was yellow crystals. Nothing worth in there, apparently. I guess there's a lot of people doing Cool Harbor at the same time. Okay, I remember the Himmerus Mora, and I think it was yellow crystals, actually. Wasn't it? It was Himmerus Mora and yellow crystals, I think? Yeah, this is the right one.
Oh, sorry. This book is so engrossing. Could we talk later? I said I'm reading. Go bother someone with an intellect closer to your own level. I'm sure Lady Clarice and that Ultima Artificer would be happy to listen to your inane ramblings. Whatever. Just go away so I can finish this interesting treatise on Dwemer displacement theories.
Jeez.
You're back, but I don't see Raynor. What's going on?
I'll handle this. I know just what to do when Raynor gets too absorbed in his work. We developed a system for just this sort of situation. Let's go. Raynor, get your head out of that book. It's time to leave this horrible place.
Leave me alone, sister. I'm busy.
That does it. Remember, Raynor, you asked for this.
Kirith, what was that for? Wait, where am I?
Works every time.
I'm a little disoriented. But did my sister just hit me? I think so. I can still feel the spell tugging at my mind, though. Just in case, Kirith and I are going to our camp outside of the ruins. But I'm worried about the others. Since the spell doesn't seem to affect you, can you look for Lady Laurent? Lady Laurent, Tellinger, and I decided to take advantage of our good fortune and explore this old library. The possible gain in knowledge far outweighed any risk involved. But as soon as we stepped inside, the spell started to take hold. Thanks. Kirith and I will head for our camp outside the ruins. Meet us there after you find Lady Laurent and the Artificer.
Okay. I believe the other two were blue crystalled. Oh, I got people on me. Was it blue crystal Madeira? I think it was. I think that's correct, maybe. Let me see.
Raynor sent you? Why? I just found the most fascinating... Wait, where am I? I see. I suppose I should ask whether or not you're part of this elaborate trap, but I sense that you're not an illusion. I can feel the spell, however, crawling back, trying to slip into my mind. odd sensation. I remember that we discovered something or another, but the details elude me. Perhaps if I had more time to recover from the effects of the spell. Wait a moment. Tellinger said something important just before I became engrossed in this relic. I wouldn't know exactly, but I'm sure Tellinger's around here somewhere. He's really quite clever, and dashing to boot. He reminds me of my good friend Stibbins. Well, let me see. We decided to take a look around this old library. I was sure there had to be a treasure or two to make it worth our while. Young Raynor became ensorcelled almost immediately and ran off. After that, things kind of get fuzzy. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of here. I need to find someone.
Okay, this was Madeira and Blue Crystals. I know the other one was Blue Crystals as well, but I can't remember what the banner was for it. Is it this one?
I'm rather busy right now. Come back later. Would you like me to be? I think my imitation of him is nearly perfect, don't you? But now that you've discovered my deception, you have to die.
Ah, wrong person. Oh, apparently there was a note in here. I placed a spell protection on this note, making it invisible to Daedra. If you're reading this, you're not Daedra, so I could probably trust you. Hope it is you, Claris, so that promising young Raynor. I dread to imagine that you're both still trapped in that terrible place. Magic here is strong, stronger even than mine. I wouldn't have believed myself susceptible to the simple illusions. Drastic measures must be taken. Discovered a vault in the lower levels. I plan to lock myself within. Hopefully remaining clear-headed long enough to work out a plan to escape. Find me in the vault, then we can escape together. Alrighty. Where is this? Oh, it's the lower levels, okay. If I can find it anyways. I'm assuming it's this way.
I take it that you are the one who read my note? The spells I placed upon it alerted me that non-Daedra eyes examined the writing. I do hope that you are a member of the force from Tamriel. If so, I have something to show you. This vault contains a portal, and the power emanating from it is overwhelming. Something on the other side seems to pierce the veil of illusion that hangs over this ruined library. That's inconsequential. Whatever it is, it may serve a purpose in our battle against the Lord of Cold Harbor. If we can acquire it, then this excursion will not have been a complete waste of time. I have my suspicions, but I hate to speculate. If you must know, I think it might be one of the fabled lights of Meridia. The sources of power she used to hurl the Hollow City into Cold Harbor. Come in and we shall investigate further.
Okay, why not?
Enter the portal and find the source of the power I sense emanating from the other side. because I don't completely trust myself. While I have avoided the illusions that trap the others, I can still feel the pull of the Daedric spell. Find the power source and meet me at our camp outside the ruins. And take this token, just in case. Once you go through the portal, the token will attune itself to the access point. If you get lost, use the token and it will return you to the portal. What was once a curiosity that won me fortune and acclaim is now a vital tool in our mission.
Alright. Let's see what's in the portal. Okay, we're out in Cold Harbor again, apparently. Huh. Oh, we found it.
These lights of Meridia can free me from Molag Bal's bondage. Find them and bring them to me. Know that you may jump from here and rejoin your friends below. What power I still possess shall keep you safe.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Got that way shrine.
Welcome back, my friend. Did you find it? Was I right? Was the source of power I sensed one of the fabled lights of Meridia? By the eight, that crystal! It is a light of Meridia. It is said that these orbs of power once allowed Meridia to transport an entire city into Cold Harbor. If an agent of Meridia harnesses this power force, we shall gain a distinct advantage. With Meridia's light, we can turn the tide of this campaign. Kirith said you came from the Hollow City. We shall go there once everyone has had a chance to rest. Thank you for your help. You know, you remind me of one of my students. Once inside the Hollow City, we'll begin helping with the war effort. We must test the lights of Meridia and investigate methods for destroying Molag Bal's plane meld mechanism. There is always research to do in campaigns such as this.
Sounds good. Alright, that's another spot of this down now. So I guess the next one would be the Moonless Walk up ahead. Oh, the Tower of Lies. Okay, we'll head that way. If I can find a way over that way anyways. Actually, I don't know if there is a way over this way. Or? Okay, yeah, there is, apparently. I think. Or not. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping point anyway, so. Also, guys, in the next video, we'll figure out what we're going to be doing next. So, see you then.